things about ageing that I didn't realise.
Look, it's very hard if you were attractive. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't have to worry. But you are going to have to worry. I have friends, and I'm not going to name names, Goldie Hawn. That can't take getting older, you know? And she'll say, would you believe I have a grown-up daughter? And you're going to go, yes! No question. It's very hard for a woman to get older.
Ain't that the truth? Well, sadly, yes, Joan Rivers did pass away at 81. And I always remember this funny lines. Probably my favourite one is like, when I die, I'm actually going to donate my body to Tupperware. I know it's totally inappropriate, but hey. And then, like, she was so unwanted as a child, her parents gave her his bath time toys, a radio and a toaster. Stuff like that. And those are really clean because you know there's some really filthy ones out there. But yeah, we'll have lots of laughs over the next few days, I'm sure, before her funeral. Just all the funny one-liners and YouTube clips. But anyway, moving right along. Now, another American, yes, Mr. Bob Dylan is hitting us on Wednesday at the Horncastle Arena. And yesterday, the question we had was, which Bob Dylan song is ranked as the #1 on Rolling Stones magazine 500 greatest songs of all time? Funny enough, it was Like a Rolling Stone. I won't sing it to you, but you know the song. And congratulations to Sandra Durand. So Sandra, congratulations to you. You may even take your dad this Wednesday, or a significant one. Now, how do you win? Actually, let's talk about Horncastle Arena, and that's where it's going to be next Wednesday. So let's take a look at a clip.
He's wowed audiences in Hamilton and across Australia. Now Bob Dylan brings his sold-out tour to Christchurch. One show only at Horncastle Arena on Wednesday, September 10. Bob Dylan. Get your tickets today from Ticketek.
Okay, there goes another double pass to head along to Horncastle Arena next Wednesday. The question today, really nice, Father's Day theme here. All you need to do is call up to Marianne, 033 777 033. Just say what your dad's name is and why you think he'd like to go and see Bob Dylan. Why not? Pretty easy question, really, isn't it? Now, coming up on today's show, we have some more special Father's Day gifts to give away, and we meet with Ji Hong from the Chinese Cultural Association. But first up, we talked about a dynamic duo. I think they are. They're a father and son. Let's check out a little bit of a clip and introduce them to you.
Well, I think the poor boy had his mum and dad at school, so he couldn't get into too much trouble.
I always tended to do my homework just in case. I didn't want the teachers giving my parents the nudge in the staff room, so.
I was very handy when they needed lunch money or needed some extra food from the canteen.
Being Warwick's son, he used to come along to the first 15 right from when he was a toddler, and as a sort of 7 or 8 year old he could kick better and pass better than most of the team that we had.
Probably been harder, the fact that I was an All Black, and people had expectations of him which put extra pressures on him, and I just take my hat off to him how hard he's worked to achieve what he has.
Oh, it's a little bit emotional there, isn't it? In the studio we have Warwick and Tom Taylor. Welcome to you, gentlemen, for coming in today. And of course, happy Father's Day for this Sunday, Warwick.
Thank you. Yes.
Jeepers. Now, no pressure on Tom, but, you know, one thing is you had a dad that was an All Black, you had an uncle that was an All Black, and then, hello, you got to school and dad's there, mum's there. How was that?
I know, it's a bit of a shock actually watching that again, but I really enjoyed it. I didn't mind. Be a bit different, I suppose, if my dad was a maths teacher or something like that, but PE teacher wasn't too bad, and he was the first 15 coach, so it wasn't too bad. So I managed.
So you had a bit of cred there.
Yeah, it was, well, barely.
Warwick, what was it like though having Tom at school? I mean, it's one thing. I mean, obviously you need to lose the dad when you're at school. He's your Mr. Taylor. Would that be the right thing that happened, or when you're being addressed?
I never actually got to teach him, so it was quite good in that respect. It was just, yeah, as Tracy said, the lunch money and things like that. But we at rugby, it was just Tom. He always called me Dad. Yeah, there was no worry about that, and I think that was great.
Yeah, I think that's lovely actually. So do you celebrate Father's Day in your household?
There were a few cups of teas that have come every now and again. Actually, Tom last year, he gave me a driver for golf, which was probably...
Wasn't a freebie from the All Blacks cupboard, wasn't it?
No, he didn't pay for it, yeah. No, it's probably a Father's Day for the next 10 years, but it was
That's pretty awesome.
But normally, Father's Day, or I suppose Tracy would say that every day is Father's Day in our household, so...
Oh,
one of those.
Mum.
But Mother's Day is a different story.
Is it?
Yeah, wow.
Does Mum put the
Don't
pressure
miss
on?
that one, yeah.
Does she like leave like note or little hints
yeah,
about
she'll
what she'd
tell me
like?
all about it, yeah.
Hey, no, I can sympathise with that. I think it's a good thing, but it helps though, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
Hey, what's the most memorable story Warwick ever told you as a dad, as a child? Can you remember?
It's a tough one. Like Dad, I think, not really stories, but Dad and I were like the two in the family, like, because we're full of girls. I've got 2 sisters and my mum, and they sort of took over. So Dad and I spent a lot of time just like, you know, steering clear of that and sort of doing our own things. So we spent a lot of time together. I can't think of a story in particular, but like just we spent a lot of time doing things, going for kicks, surfing, golf. We just sort of like almost, it was like my big brother in a way. So because I certainly missed out on that one, but yeah, I suppose those memories are the most important to me.
What 3 words would describe Tom to you, Warwick? If someone asked you, what 3 words could sum him up?
Old, slow, probably decrepit would be the other one.
Oh, really? This is about Tom.
Oh, about me.
About him?
Oh, jeez.
I thought it was about me.
God, crikey. Don't do yourself injustice there.
Someone who works really hard. Yeah, is very keen to. Yeah, he likes things to be perfect. So it's probably one of the major ones of him is he likes things to be perfect. He works hard and he enjoys things.
Well, it shows obviously in the results of, you know, obviously making the ABs and the hard work you're doing in the Canterbury and Crusaders side. What's the most embarrassing moment you think you've shared with your dad? That, you know, just between us, no one has to know about this.
Honestly, it's kind of weird, but my dad really hasn't embarrassed me because I've got my mum on the other side who I've got plenty of stories about her. So,
we'll wait till Mother's Day. Next year, we'll bring Tracy.
You need one parent that sort of like consoles you when your mum embarrasses you that much. So Dad often wasn't really the one that embarrassed me. He was sort of helping me out when I was, you know, coming home. Oh, I've got too many stories about my mum that are just popping into my head. So.
Oh my goodness. Jeepers. Okay, we'll say that for Mother's Day next year. Warwick, for you, what's the proudest moment that you've had thus far, because I'm sure there'll be more, from Tom?
From Tom, probably 2, when he was born. Yeah, the first son.
Well, tell us about that. Can you remember the day he was born?
He was born on my birthday.
Oh, jeez. Way to
cool.
go. Way to go.
Yeah, so that was seeing him being born was probably one of the most proudest. And the next was last year when he made the All Blacks, when he actually ran out at Wellington. That was probably because I knew how much he'd put into it and how hard he'd worked and how hard it has been for him to get to that position. Probably was the most proudest I've ever been of him. And I suppose I also made me realise how, when I ran out, how my father felt when he was at my first test as well.
I suppose you have moments like those, do you, Warwick, when you sort of reflect back to your father?
Yeah.
And do you hear yourself sometimes saying the same things that your dad said to you? Or?
Yes. Yeah, there are lots of things that all of a sudden you're going, God, I am turning into Dad, which wasn't too bad actually. Dad was a great guy.
It's actually the biggest compliment, really, isn't it? So what has rugby meant? Obviously, you've got that synergy and, you know, that element together, as well as, of course, your brother Murray was an All Black as well, Jeepers Creepers. But what has it meant to your relationship, rugby?
With Tom and I? As Tom said before, we used to spend a lot of time as he was growing up, just out, we lived, Breen's Intermediate was right behind us, so there were lots of times just going out there and kicking and passing and talking, and we still do it. You know, every now and then Tom will come round and like last night he was out practising his kicking and I retrieved the ball.
How's that? And you've been doing it ever since he was born, really, haven't you?
Yeah, well, the difference was that I used to be able to kick further than he can, and now it takes me about 3 times to get the ball back to him. But
oh, well. Hey, thank you both for coming in today. Now, you're back on the field next week, I believe, Tom?
Yep, next week.
Well done. Just keep that eye covered up.
I'll get some goggles.
Yeah, good on you. And I look forward to seeing Tracy on the couch next year with you, Tom.
Yeah,
Talk about Mother's Day. There's some awesome stories. Okay. Happy Father's Day for this Sunday. Stay with us after the break. I'm joined by the Chinese community. The wonderful thing about Canterbury is we have so many different cultures, and it's wonderful that we embrace them. And one of those societies is the Chinese Cultural Association, and there is a small clip about a wonderful feature that is coming very soon.
Impression of Terracotta, the performance that has taken the world by storm. From the city of Xi'an dating back hundreds of years, this performance of history and culture cannot be missed. With performances in Shanghai, New York and Paris, this breathtaking spectacle will leave you on the edge of your seat. Suitable for the whole family and performing for one night only at the CBS Arena in Christchurch. Book your tickets at Ticketek now. Impression of Terracotta. Don't miss it.
Beautiful. Now, welcome to Canterbury Live, Ji Hong.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for making the time. A wonderful, small little taste of what we can expect. So, first of all, can you explain the background of the delegation?
Right. Yeah. The delegation's name is called Xi'an Dance and Song Troupe, and this is one of the top Chinese professional dance troupe in China.
Oh, wow.
And they have, I think, at least 60 years history, which almost the same long time about the China has been formed, the current government has been formed. So it's very professional.
Yeah.
And they
I believe
have
we've got some
been,
pictures of the troupe too, Ji Hong, that we'll have a look at. Fantastic. Yeah, so, okay, so keep telling me about what's happening with the delegation, 60 years.
Yes.
Incredible.
Yeah. And they have been visited lots of countries, I think more than 20 countries in the world, include UK, the US, Germany, and Belgium, France, Australia, so lots of places I can't remember.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's my 60 years, that's significant, isn't it? Look at that in the costuming. So what is terracotta? What is impression of terracotta?
Terracotta is a kind of that people found it in Xi'an, one of the city which in the middle of the China. It is one of the 4 great historic cities in China. And Xi'an has, I think, about 3,000 years history. And the terracottas, when they built it about 2,000 years ago, when they found it, it's about 40 years ago.
Amazing.
Yeah. So it's got lots of history and cultural things in it. That is why they choose this as a cultural highlight.
And it does sound like a highlight, definitely. A very simple question to ask of you. Because of the Chinese language, will that be a barrier to us when we watch the performance?
Yes, yeah. I think there will be a common question. And this time, I think it's the association's 10th time to organize this festival. So they select the program and the dance troupe very strictly and carefully. And this time, all the performance is about traditional dance with splendid and fantastic costumes, and also traditional music instruments. And also about Sichuan opera change face. That is a kind of device from Sichuan opera. So even in China today, and it's not often that you can see it. So I don't think if I'm in China today, I have the opportunity to see it actually.
So you come to Canterbury instead?
That's why.
So let's talk about you just touched on it, but I'm intrigued. So there will actually be an orchestra there, a Chinese orchestra.
Not really an orchestra, but some traditional instruments which will bring us very beautiful and traditional Chinese way of the music, which I think everyone will understand. And also the dance with the costume, which is showing the culture there, and people will be very interested. And it will really be an entertainment to people. And it was the changing face, and it was about very short time, like, and everything changed, so you don't know where you can find the change.
So even the changing characters.
Yes, even you video it and then you play it, you still can't find why. Still a secret here.
The
today.
costuming, though, beautiful, absolutely wonderful. I mean, that must be a big thing to bring all of those wardrobes.
Yes, yeah. And also they have Chinese martial arts, which will be welcomed by, I think, people from the different cultures.
Yes, because that's certainly been embraced. I know we have a lot of societies here in Canterbury. So why are you so confident with this terracotta showcase? Why are you so proud of it?
I think the highlight is the high quality, extreme high quality. So what I can say is that's one of the highest quality performance show you can find today in China. So even like previous US President Bill Clinton, when he visited China, so this group perform on a stage to entertain and to welcome Bill Clinton.
Wow,
And also include Mrs. Margaret Thatcher from the UK.
Oh, yes.
And also those kind of very important people. And I think this group also being invited by the United Nations. They were performed in the United Nations building and received excellent feedback.
Yeah, that's
so I
amazing.
think I'm very confident. So the only thing is they only perform here for one night. Yeah,
Hear that, one night
Yeah.
only. And to go into the UN is no small feat. My goodness, they would have had to go through strict security and all that. What does it mean to the Christchurch community, though? I mean, this must be an incredible event for the local Chinese community.
Local Chinese people are very, very excited. Yeah. Including my we have a grandpa, my father-in-law, 80 years old.
Oh.
And when he listens to that, he's very exciting and said, oh, that is... he knows and not easy to say it.
But
Yeah.
I mean, he remembers when it started, doesn't he? With 80 years of glory, it's 60 years. So let's get back to the specifics for the event. It is being held at 7 o'clock, from 7 o'clock on the 20th of September, so only a couple of weeks' time. So if we're wanting to book tickets, we should really go online to Ticketek and get those tickets. And what a wonderful performance for the whole family, Jeong.
Yeah,
Don't you
it's
think?
a family entertainment, I think.
Great.
It's also good for the little ones to understand, to get to know another culture.
Yeah, and that is so important. I'm glad you end with that. It's so important for us to, to get away from any ignorance and actually educate ourselves on another culture. Thank you, Jeong, and thank you very much. We have a couple of tickets to give away for the 20th of September for Terracotta. You just need to simply call Marianne on 03 3777 033 for a very, very special performance. Stay with us after the break. It's all about that man. Yes, Dad. Well, this Sunday is Dad's Day, Father's Day, and I hope you've got something planned for your special man. Well, yesterday we did have a gift pack. We'll just have a look down here. And this is a gift pack from Kororo Gifts. So congratulations to, drum roll, it's not really drum roll, tap really, but to Neil Sutton. So very much thank yous to Kororo Gifts. Now they are the ultimate gift box boutique. Phone 0800 567 672. And the website is kororogifts.co.nz. Thank you so much to them. And number 2 gift we had was the $100 meal voucher for Pierside Cafe and Bar. How fantastic. Congratulations to Brett Lindsay. Way to go, Brett. The Pierside Cafe is at 3 Brighton Mall in New Brighton, of course. The phone number 033888 4902. The website is pierside.co.nz. A lovely, lovely place to go and spend some time. Make sure you head out to Pierside. And last but not least, but wait, there's more. Spoil your dad by taking him out to the movies, perhaps. So we have some passes to give away. So all we need to do is call Marianne. Call us on 0337 777 033 and tell us what movie you would like to go to with your dad. Not that bad, is it really? Now, the last one is Fly Fishing Film Festival for 2. We have a double pass to go there, and that's being held at the Hollywood Cinema in Sumner, and that's being held at 7:30 to 9:30 on Wednesday the 10th. So ring now to Marianne, you know the number, come on now. And that's for the Fly Fishing Film Festival tickets for 2. Well, there we are. That's the show, end of the day. So happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, my dad, Robin. Be good to Mum. Next week, on our show, very cool, we've got Shihad, hello, in the studio. That's pretty cool. We have the Grady sisters from Canteen and Student Against Drink Driving. Now it's Medbury School. Have a great weekend.
Welcome to Medbury School, situated in Fendleton in the heart of Christchurch, New Zealand. My name is Peter Kay, and I'm the headmaster of this all-boys Years 1 to 8 school. Our school is 91 years old, with an on-site boarding house and a roll of 320 boys. Our school's mission is to unlock every boy's potential, and I hope that this brief glimpse of a Medbury education gives you some insight into how this is achieved.
Hi, my name is Nicholas Lidstone and I have the honour of being head boy and head of cricket for 2014. This is my 4th year of Medbury and I have enjoyed all my time here. So let's go and have a look around.
Hi, my name's Will and I'm head boarder for 2014. At Medbury, day boys can do casual boarding while their parents are away. There are around 30 boarders this year. In the weekends we go on outings which are great fun.
Hi, my name is Finn Smith and I'm head of peer mediation at Medbury School. When boys first start at Medbury, they are assigned a brother to help them settle in. He is also assigned to one of the 4 houses. We all have buddies too. This is when junior boys are paired up with a senior boy for guidance and support. Years 6 to 8 take part in the mentoring program.
Hi, my name is Max Hayward and I started at Medbury this year. I have loved it since and thrived at all the wonderful opportunities they have given me. I have had the honour of being head of Kapahaka. It has been a great experience.
Hi, my name is Zach Gallagher and I am Deputy Head Boy and Head of Rugby for 2014. Sport is a huge part of my life. Every boy is encouraged to play sport at a level where they can compete and enjoy it. We have lots of different sports here at Medbury, including rugby, cricket, water polo, fencing, karate and much, much more. Playing sport helps us to learn how to lose, how to show sportsmanship, how to persevere when times are tough, and our motto, play the game.
My name is Finlay Biggs and I am in Year 4. I started Medbury in Term 1 this year. I like Medbury because it's fun and you learn many things.
We have small class sizes and follow a boys-only curriculum. All boys in Year 5 to 8 have their own Apple laptops, and the young boys make use of the ICT suite and iPads with their blended learning programs.
My name is Ollie Brackenridge and I'm Deputy Head Boy and Head of Tennis for 2014. At Medbury, there are over 25 extracurricular activities. All boys are encouraged to participate in at least one of these. These activities range from Kapahaka to Mandarin Chinese and speech and drama to Models Club.
Hello, my name is Matthew Todd and I'm Head of Music and Deputy Head of ICT at Medbury. Here at Medbury, we have a wide range of musical options to suit every boy's need and passion. Specialist music teachers come in every day to teach private lessons with boys in our purpose-built facilities, and we have curriculum music as part of our weekly routines.
Hi, my name is Charlie Moorhead. I started at Medbury in Term 1 of this year. My granddad's the head groundsman. My favourite thing about being at Medbury are all the specialist classes, such as music, art, science and drama.
I hope you have enjoyed seeing all the great things we do at Medbury. But if you would like to find out more, please visit our website.